Ah, yes. I remember here a few months ago, a cop like that one pulled me over right on my shoulder, right there. Pulled me over a few months ago, and that was Busted number 7, which actually hasn't come out yet, but it's going to come out Monday. And that was a good time, because that was a time when this bike and I were together, and there was no hardcore premonition of us being separated. But now, wow, this is emotional. This is my last ride on this bike, probably ever. It's over. It's over. Wow, that's so sad. I saw this before. Some of you have heard, some of you haven't. I'm selling this motorcycle. I'm selling it to make way for my new one, and the buyer is coming this weekend. This is my last time riding this bike. I'm literally going home now. I was out riding it today, having a great time, and now the great time is over because everything sucks. We're trying to tell the story of my motorcycle. So I bought this bike used about New Year of 2017 as that year started, and then I spent that winter customizing it like 2 or 3 months, getting it ready for the big reveal in the spring for Moto Monday Season 5, and that was a lot of fun. Keeping it a secret was fun. Keeping the next bike a secret is fun. I like watching you guys go, what is the new bike? But anyway, I got this one, and then I customized it, went flawlessly, rode it for a whole year, and then as it came time to New Year again, it was time for me to get ready for my next bike. So New Year, about a week after New Year that is, I bought my next bike. And that one's been sitting around waiting to get customized while this one gets sold, and then I start working on the next one. So I'm in this cycle again of letting a bike go. Which, you know, now that I think about it, this nothing against you, R6, but before this bike I had my Zixer, and I had that bike for like 3 years. Now, this bike is the best bike I've ever had, but I never had a motorcycle for as long or rode it as long as my Zixer. That one was special. They're all special, right? They're all special in their own way. And so I'm sad this one's going, but no offense, R6, I've been through some bikes. Again, that sounds terrible, but I love you. You're the best bike I ever had. I wish I could just keep every bike I ever bought, but that's not practical. It's not possible for me. So don't worry. This new person is hopefully going to take great care of you. I think they're really going to like you. I think the buyer is a fan and he's really excited to get it, which, you know, I'm happy for him. I'm happy someone gets to enjoy it. But there'll be a video about that on Wednesday of this bike leaving. I realized I'm doing a lot of sympathetic pats. Like, just, it's okay. This is the same way you whip a horse though. Go, it's okay. Go faster, it's okay. It's two conflicting signals. Dude, it is freaking 60 today. It is beautiful, except for the hair in my eyeballs. I just got a haircut. I have hair in my eyeballs. It's good. It's like, it burns. Anyway, dude, it's 60 degrees. It is freaking beautiful, and it had to be today. It had to be the last day that I had to ride the bike. The suns and the heavens, or the sun and the heavens. There's only one sun for here. The sun and the heavens opened up and went, let us bless this day. It is a sacred day of joyful sadness. It is a blessed parting of a blessed union. There goes another cop on a motorcycle. I didn't do it, man. I've seen 3 cops on motorcycles today. I haven't seen them on motorcycles since like the fall, but today the motorcycles are no. They're out just because, dog. It's really out just because of my bike. It's a special day. Dude, I had a good ride. Took it on the highway. I want to talk about my new bike and how it compares, but I can't. It's a secret. And that'll come out just like this one did for the Moto Monday reveal, but let's just worry about that later. Right now, this is the last ride. With no motorcycle, I can't have Finally Friday. So the plan is to get out the winter contingency videos for Monday, so you get Monday videos like the busted one that's going to come up. And then Tuesday, I have Ruby Tuesdays that have been going on for a while, and there's a lot of customizations in that series. There's also going to be vlogs in that series inside of my Jeep in place of Finally Friday, and then whatever Wednesdays. So you're still going to get 3 videos a week. But that's going to be sad because aside from like test riding the one I'm working on, I'm not going to get to ride for like, I guess, a couple months, which I guess is okay. I mean, these are the 2 months that are probably not as good to ride. It's hard to explain that because it looks so nice, and it is nice today. It's freaking great. But the rest of the winter, it's, aside from below zero, which I don't really care about, I can ride below zero, is the sleet and the sand and the salt and the ice and the stuff that you really don't want when you're riding any kind of motorcycle on the street. I remember when I first got it, people didn't recognize me for a while, especially when I hadn't announced it yet. Like, I was riding it before it was announced, you know, to start recording for Moto Monday. And even though I didn't have like my Venator helmet, I didn't have my bike, people would still recognize me, just not as often. I thought, oh, it's really cool you guys somehow know who I am. I guess it's because it's predictable. It's a big guy on a bike that looks too tiny and it's black. That's well terrific. Like I said, this is the best bike I've ever had. It's a 600. I've had a 600 before, but this one, man, this one feels like it functions correctly. It feels so tight. Not just like performance and responsiveness, but the suspension. It feels really tight. And I was thinking earlier, as I was driving this motorcycle, reflecting on my past with this motorcycle, I thought, you know, I remember when I first got on this bike, I thought, it feels weird. I don't like it. I didn't like it very much. I wasn't like in love. I was just like, this thing performs well. I'm just not used to it, and therefore I don't like it. I did have a bit of that when I started on this one, and I'm realizing that's probably exactly what's going to happen with this next one. But the good news is, eventually, after I, you know, parted the Zixer and I just got this one, I loved it. I loved it, and I do love it, and that just means I'm gonna love my next one too. I am excited about my next one. Earlier when I was on the highway, this hood was like a parachute. It literally just completely perfectly caught the wind. I was like, oh, it was like choking me, and it sucked. I was like trying to tuck it away, and to no avail. That's never happened before because I've never ridden with this jacket before. I got it for Christmas, but that would have been funny for you guys to watch as it happened. But I was literally being choked and it sucked. Anyway, just a quick story about something earlier today. All right, I'm gonna hit the gas just a little bit, a tasteful amount, because I know there's a lot of cops out here at rush hour, but I want to get a little bit of gas, just for old time's sake. Here we go. Oh gosh. Oh, that was a little bit more than a little bit of gas. That's not as fast as I meant to go. I go faster than I'm sorry. Dude, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna look back on this Finally Friday and watch that part and go, that was a good moment. Just now, it's gone. It's back there. It's gone. You know what? Being a person I am, it won't be sad when I sell the bike. It'll be sad just after, in a moment when I take it for granted. So I'll walk out to my garage, probably to get in my Jeep, and then I'll see my bike is in there. I'll be like, what the? Oh. And then I'll be sad. That's probably what's going to happen. Which is good, because I want to hold my man tears in when I sell it. I want to look like a little whiny kid. He's taking my bike. I don't want to do that. That is a really clean, crappy Pontiac Grand Prix. Those are usually nasty. I don't like those cars, but it's clean. Anyway, I remember when I was in there and I tried to honk and it didn't work, and I found out it's because my horn had apparently fall off. So I had to buy a smaller version of that horn, which isn't as good, but it's still nice. And the good news about my next bike, I should be able to put that horn, the one that fell off because it didn't fit, I should be able to put that nice horn on my next bike. So that'll make me happy. Oh look, it's Do It With Dan. I miss Do It With Dan. You know, this is a side note, but I would like to get a little crappy sports car and race Dan in his Corvette. Don't go spamming and saying stuff like, well, just gonna race through his car because I don't have one. I'm just saying it'd be fun. I'm not really into cars, and I've never been inside of a car that goes faster than 90 miles an hour, because I'm about that life. I grew up in that kind of neighborhood. But anyway, I think that'd be fun. Just a side thought, not related to anything, not important, not a premonition of anything. Don't read into it. I'm bummed. But you know what? No, I'm more excited about my next bike than I am bummed about this one. That's a good trade. That should it does make me happy. There's no room to be sad, people. Don't be sad about this bike. This bike was awesome. It is awesome. It was on this channel, and it's a natural part of its life to move on. Make someone else happy. Anyway, I'm almost home, so I'm gonna pull over somewhere and just walk around my bike in my gear out in the open one last time. I'm gonna look at it with pride and be like, yeah, this was my bike. This is the best bike I've ever had. It deserves some basking. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not like vain enough to just kind of like look at my stuff and just be proud of it, but I'm glad I'm taking this moment because that is an awesome looking bike. I'm not saying it because I own it. Just look at it. That's freaking awesome. Even on looks, it's the best bike I've ever had. I remember before I had my, well, I should say right after I got my Zixer, I wanted an R6 and wasn't able to, so I kept my Zixer. And when I finally got it, like, dude, this looks better than I thought it would look. You know, after the customizations, I love this bike. It's awesome. Look at that. That bike is basically winning. A lot happened with this bike, but you know what didn't happen? Something that's happened with like every other bike. I didn't crash this one. That makes it that much better. That wasn't a sad sniffle. Like literally, my nose is cold and I'm not sniffling because that'd be stupid. Well, everybody, that's it. I'm taking this bike to the garage. I'm gonna clean it and then I'm gonna sell it, and then that person will be very happy, and that'll be a whatever Wednesday video. But guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy Finally Friday, Moto Monday. It'll all come back. The goal is for it to come back by April, but we'll see. In the meantime, there'll still be plenty of videos, so thank you guys for supporting. I hope you like this bike as much as I do, but not too much because it's gonna be gone. So alright guys, thanks for joining me on my last ride with my R6. That's all. I'm going home. Bye.